Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, Poke friends. I'm PokeDew. Welcome back. We got a video today about an email that came out regarding a new lottery system that the Pokemon Center Online is going to be implementing this week. We're going to take a look at that email and digest it and see what we can come up with this new idea and see if it's going to save Pokemon. Let's go. Alright, so let's dissect here. So, we got translation. We're going to do translate to English, of course. So it's just going to be for the clay burst. It looks like they're not going to do it for the other one because this one is the most sought after and most expensive, so that's a little stupid. But I mean, I guess it's good because this one is just sold out everywhere. So we're going to start here tomorrow. It looks like May 11th, starting for 3 p.m. and to May 16th. So they have 3 different sections. They have the first tier, second tier, and third tier. It'll all be done different days. So the first one will open up and it'll look like this once you get access to it. So don't close the screen. This is your waiting time. So you got 4 minutes or so. So the first one will be up here until here. And then this is what the screen will be like until the waiting time is going. So we got this little nugget of information here. This is before the time, this is during the time, this is after the time, and this is when posting is closed. Okay, let's dive in and look at the website and see what it says on the site. Alright, we're back on my favorite site. I spend so much time here, so we got a new icon on here. So let's talk about the Pokemon card game. Google Translate for the win. Order, sales, and virtual waiting room for Pokemon card game. So the new lottery system is going to be a virtual waiting room. Like I said, it's only going to be the clay burst box, and that's all we're going to have. So it's going to start for 5 days, starting on May 11th, 3 p.m. Japan time, of course. So there's 3 different tiers: the first room, second room, and third room. If you get in the first one, it's going to be early August. If you get in the second room, it's going to be late August. Third one, early October. So the dates for these 1, 2, and 3 will be not by first come or first serve. It'll be the lottery. So you get in the room, and you get one of these chances. So there's no guarantee. The virtual waiting room, we're going to be starting at 2:30 to start joining, and then 3 o'clock is when it'll be concentrated and we'll actually join. Evie, stop making noise. And we'll guide you to the virtual waiting room and visit the site. In the waiting room, we will have this icon which will tell us our ETA. It's not going to be approximate, but it's going to be around. And this is until the lobby is closed for the day. Couple of rules: don't go incognito or private mode. It might evaluate the virtual waiting room. It may be longer or shorter, you never know. It takes about a minute for the waiting time to start being displayed. And while you're waiting, you can browse other sites, but you need to keep the page open. And if you leave it, it'll be invalid after 10 minutes have passed. So if you close it, open it up immediately because it'll invalidate your waiting. So when you do this, you need to be logged in. And what is an interesting thing that I saw is we'll not be able to access all pages of the Pokemon Center Online. So a majority of the site's going to be locked down for this time. So usually at 10 a.m. is when they release new product onto the website. And at 9:55, the servers just crash and it's terrible. You can't get in, you can't even load or log in. I could barely log in and check out multiple items. So with this, they're gonna not have access to a majority of the site just to ease congestion, because y'all just buy out these Pokemon cards and ship them everywhere. And if you're in the middle of the shopping and you refresh after 2:30, you'll be immediately taken to the virtual waiting room and your shopping cart will be invalidated and deleted. So you won't be able to make that purchase. It's not a big deal. There's nothing else coming out that day. So before it's waiting, you'll get this one, say how long it's going to take until. Okay, so I'm going to throw this up on here right now. I took a screenshot, Google Translate, of course. So the waiting room, left side, waiting room is closed. Waiting room will open and the virtual room will open at 2:30, right? So at 2:30, these people will validate it for the lottery target. These people will get into the lottery. The waiting room will appear and you will get access to the lottery. After 3 o'clock, if you join at 3 o'clock, this is a first come, first serve basis. So if you join before here, you're guaranteed to get it because it's a made to order product. But if you don't get it at 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. mark here, 1500, then you're going to do a first come, first serve basis. So you might get a chance, you never know. But 30 minutes to get into this waiting room, I don't know. I would be logged in. I would have all of my stuff just ready to refresh the page so I can get all of them just immediately into the waiting room. But if you don't have the ability and the server just crashed, like, you know, it probably will at some point, so we'll see how that is. You're gonna have to do this, and it's gonna be first come, first serve basis. We'll see how that happens. And then it'll end when the congestion is closed, when the congestion is over, when it's not congested. So I don't know what time that's gonna be until they decide. So the virtual waiting room will only be displayed during the busy times. After the congestion is resolved, there won't be any more waiting time. It'll just be a first come, first serve basis, it looks like. So it's an estimate. While you're in there, you can view other pages or leave the screen to do other things. No. As long as you don't close the virtual waiting room, then you're good to go, it's fine. However, if it's closed and 10 minutes pass, you will be invalidated for that virtual, so remember, log back in. And then of course, since the site will be basically taken down just for this virtual room, you can't make any purchases, you can't do anything else. So no incognito, log into all your sites beforehand, and do all these things. I want to see how this is gonna go. I can never tell with the Japanese servers, because sometimes they're just terrible, because all of their websites are very archaic and old. So I hope that we can at least get some kind of made to order products, and I guess we can look in actually the order page. So as I said, is a made to order for just a clay box, and it'll be August shipping date. Some very important things though that I think that we need to cover is it's only by payment by credit card. You can't do cash on delivery or anything. For all the lotteries, you always have to have a credit card that's ready to be taken out of immediately. So you need to register that credit card and get it set up before this event, because it's gonna be impossible. I don't think they'll have my page available once the site closes down just for the virtual room. I can't be sure, but it looks like they can go to the My page to settle your credit card stuff. I'm not sure, but just make sure your credit card is validated. They're gonna usually charge it for a nominal amount. So I don't know, I'm kind of excited, and I'm very worried that this will just be another debacle in which the site is taken down and forced to close from congestion from all the people logging in. We can't tell. But it gives me some hope just for Pokemon to try and change the way that they're selling cards, because normally they would have their cards up at 10 a.m. on a day, and then within 10 minutes, all of them would be bought out, because people run bots, and that's just killing the market. Not killing the market, but it's upcharging all for the market. Like I have one box from this release, not the clay burst. I didn't get any clay burst. You know what? It's whatever. It happens. And then this is following suit with what happened here when it said Japan was running out of cards. You know what? I don't know why this hasn't gotten much more traction other than recently. Like, yeah, April 20th. But I remember that the EV Hero box was literally impossible to get your hands on. And it was terrible. The scalpers were awful, and it was sold out everywhere. And ever since EV Heroes and the Corona pandemic, the ability to get Pokemon cards in Japan has become insanely impossible. The only exception is from the Pokemon Go set, which was terrible. The Dark Phantasma, which only had one good-ish ultra rare, hyper rare card. And then the third one, Battle Region, which only had one or two okay cards. And those three sets I saw at the Pokemon Center in Funabashi just for months. Like, I visited and it was still out for maybe a year after release. It was still in the Pokemon Center because nobody wanted it. No one wanted to resell it. There was no money in the cards. So if there's no money in the cards, no one's gonna buy it. But if they have all these sets that have like insane beautiful cards like they have had recently, like, people are gonna buy them and resell them. So hopefully this has something, but it's just one shipment of these cards. It's not gonna completely solve this issue. Before they had this, they ran out of Pokemon cards. They also had another thing where adults were banned from shopping in the Haruya No. 2 store. I've been to that store. It's amazing. So the new sets, they're gonna prioritize for the kids to buy it, which I think that's best thing that all these card shops should do, because the kids are going to be keeping this investment or keeping this running for years to come. So if the kids can't get into the card game, they're not going to want to do it as an adult, and they're not going to want to have that money to spend onto this stuff. Now, I know many YouTubers are at fault for this. I mean, probably I'm at fault for this, but like I have no money to really do much on it, so but I have wasted a lot of money. But it's everyone's fault. It's not just the YouTubers, it's even the Japanese people. Like, here you go, here's an image of like 100 or 200 boxes of some guy that just somehow got all these cards. I have no idea how he got this mass amount of cards. I can't find a single freaking one. Alright, I'm gonna upload this video. We'll probably have about 24 hours until the virtual room is actually implemented. Hey, sugar guys are fighting. Until it's implemented, and then we'll see how it goes. I'll try and keep you posted and updated and see what it's like. I'll try and record the event and see what it's like. I have no idea how it's gonna go. It's gonna be 30 minutes of probably just waiting in line and hoping I can refresh the screen long enough to actually get into the room and get a lottery spot. We'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, do all that stuff, not just for me, but for any content creator, any YouTuber, any TikToker, any stupid idiot who wants a camera on his face. Just give him a like and subscribe. It's not that difficult. I mean, you can subscribe and then, you know, just turn off the bell. I don't care. It's fine. But like a lot of these YouTubers, especially Pokemon, like there's so many Pokemon creators who don't like get any money from this. And it's just sad. And like I've been looking at my stats for these last 2 years, like 90% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed. And you know what? That's fine, that's your prerogative. I don't care. I'm just playing with balls. Okay guys, thank you very much. Catch you next time. See you guys. Bye.